Yo, what's up, chat? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing today? I hope y'all doing good. Today, we's reacting to the man who found the infinite cash hack. You feel me? I don't know. You feel me? I'm a Zoom man, so I don't end up.
May 2011 at midnight.
Bro. But yeah, you feel me? The man who found the infinite cash hack, bro. If you fuck with the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what you like, your favorite part, or what other videos you want to see. I'm really just trying to do what people like to see. You feel me? So if you like reactions, let me know. If you want to see some other shit, let me know. I'm thinking about doing some more content. I'm definitely finna start streaming more. I was supposed to stream Friday, but I wasn't gonna do that. I had better shit to do. So. Not better shit, but I had important shit to do. So yeah, but we finna watch this video, get into it. Goddamn, this probably won't be the only video you see me in this cover. I'm finna record like so many videos today because it's raining today. So yeah, a lot of videos are finna be me in the same outfit. So probably.
May 2011 at midnight. Dan Saunders is watching police lights through his 5-star hotel window. His hands won't stop shaking. 4 months ago, he was a broke bartender in a small town in Australia. Then he found an ATM with a glitch. Not a small glitch, an infinite money glitch. Every night at exactly...
Y'all got the infinite money glitch? Y'all remember the infinite money glitch in GTA? I used to hit that shit all the time. Never cared.
1 a.m., the banking system goes blind and he can hack it. Dan's stolen $1.6 million. Cash.
1.6, yeah, nigga. You get caught, you're getting hit with grand theft. Goofy.
Private jets to Bali. Champagne that costs more than cars. But tonight, the lights outside aren't going away. The sirens are getting louder. Someone's at the door. But how did a regular guy hack the banking system to withdraw infinite cash? And how long can he get away with it before the bill comes due? 4 months earlier, on a warm February night in 2011, Wangaratta, Australia, a quiet country town far from any city lights. Dan Saunders pushes...
There's a city in the background, like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about, gang? Is this not a big city in the background, gang? What? Bro, yeah, this might be a little hood, gang, but... that's a city in the background, gang. Unless this isn't the actual city, but I feel like videos like this do put like actual locations in the models. I don't know, but that's a city in the background, so I'm not hearing
a quiet country town far from any city lights. Dan Saunders pushes through the pub's sticky door at last call, 29, broke, and invisible to everyone but the bartender waiting for his tip. He's low on cash and a bit tipsy, wandering under flickering street lamps to find an ATM. The clock strikes midnight as he slips in his worn bank card. He's just hoping to pull out enough money for a cab home. Instead, the ATM screen flashes a strange error. Balance unavailable at this time. The screen flickers. For a second, Dan swears he sees his actual balance, $3.42. Then it's gone. Dan furrows his brow.
This nigga's broke as fuck. I mean, like, I'm poor, gang. I have like I have $6.09. But like, damn, gang, you're grown and broke. So like, this is really sad on your end, gang.
That's odd. He knows he barely has any money in his savings account, just a few dollars. But this message isn't a typical insufficient funds warning. The beer makes him bold enough to try something stupid. He flips through the ATM's menu and attempts to transfer $200 from his credit account to his empty savings account. If it works, maybe he can then withdraw it. He taps confirm. The machine whirs for a moment, then spits out his card with a new message. Transaction canceled. No money, no receipt, nothing. It's past midnight and it looks like the ATM is acting up. Most people would shrug and walk away. Dan almost does. But something about that glitch sticks in his mind. It's late, he's buzzed, and he has nothing to lose. He slides his card back in and this time selects withdraw $200 from the savings account that he knows is nearly empty. A soft count-clicking sound comes from inside the machine, and to his surprise, it spits out $200.
What?
In cash. He counts the bills twice. They're real. The serial numbers are different. This isn't a dream. A security camera blinks red above him. Dan freezes. Has it been recording this whole time? Dan's jaw drops. He blinks at the notes in his hand. This shouldn't be possible. But here it is. Free money.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible.
Yo, we're back. But yeah, bull, I guess money do end up just growing on trees, nigga. Cause obviously this nigga got like some free paper, bull, like money falling. Like, I don't know what type of luck you gotta have, nigga. I wish the ATMs in my city was jank ball like this, bull.
He glances around the deserted street. No alarms, no security guards tackling him. Just the hum of the ATM and the thump of his heart. Did he just get away with an overdraft? Or is this ATM truly blind to his balance? Stuffing the cash in his pocket, Dan hurries back to the bar, mind racing. He buys a final...
You went back to the bar? You was supposed to go home. Why did you go back to the bar?
Round of drinks for friends, acting like nothing happened. But inside, he's buzzing. Was it a fluke? A bank error? Would it work again? On the walk home...
Exactly, see? You don't even know if it's gonna work again, so why would you go back to the bar and spend money on other people? Nigga, what if it don't work again? What if that was your only chance to have $200? Nigga, you're poor. Use that for something productive.
Can't resist testing the machine once more. The town is quiet, the ATM glowing in the darkness like a beacon. Dan takes a breath and inserts his card for a third time that night. He tries another transfer between accounts, $500 this time. Then attempts a $500 withdrawal. The machine dispenses the cash without a hiccup. Emboldened, he goes for $600 next.
Wow.
More cash straight into his hand. Dan laughs out loud on the empty street, half in disbelief. It feels like he's found
this nigga got a free band. A whole free band. Off of what? Let me guess what he finna go do. He finna go blow it, gang, like you're goofy.
To reality.
Give me that band.
Up, down, infinite cash. By the time he finally heads home,
down,
his
left,
wallet
right.
is bulging with hundreds, and his mind is swirling with possibilities. Tomorrow, the bank will know. Tomorrow, alarms will sound. Tomorrow, Dan's life ends. But tonight, he counts $300 in cash and wonders, what if tomorrow never comes and the bank never knows? Morning light slices through Dan's blinds. He rolls over groggily, half convinced the previous night was just a boozy hallucination. Surely he didn't actually pull cash out of thin air. But there on his nightstand sits a fat wallet with a $2,000 that wasn't there yesterday.
$2,000.
Dan's heart skips. It was real. He didn't dream it. He really walked home with a small fortune. Hands trembling, he grabs his phone and calls his bank's automated hotline to check his balance. The robotic voice reads out his savings account total, negative $2,000.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, nigga, you're just broke, gang. You're just taking money that you're gonna end up having to pay back, yeah.
Dan exhales. So the money came from somewhere. He's technically in the red now. But the bank hasn't shut anything down. Not yet. Dan scribbles a plan. If the ATM lets him grab cash while it's offline, he can return it with a bogus transfer before anyone notices. Each night, he'll cover the previous day's negative balance with an even larger phantom transfer in that 1 to 3 a.m. window.
What?
In theory, he can loop this indefinitely, conjuring money that vanishes and reappears like a yo-yo. It sounds crazy, but last night proved the system can be tricked. Only one way to know for sure. Try again.
You gotta try it again, yeah.
That very night, Dan returns to the same ATM under the stars, heart hammering in his chest.
Okay, but like, why though? Alright, just give the money back. Why do you need, like, I get that you're broke, man. Or, you know, stop spending your money on dumb shit. The money you do have, stop spending it on dumb shit. You're 29 at the bar. You have no females, buddy. You surrounded yourself by a bunch of niggas. That's gay.
He waits until the stroke of 1 a.m., card in. This time, he's bold. He transfers $4,000 from his credit account to his savings. A bogus move, since his credit limit is nowhere near that high. And the ATM, oblivious to reality, obliges. He then withdraws another $2,000 cash, enough to clear yesterday's debt. If his hunch is right, by tomorrow his account will be $4,000 when that fake transfer is reversed. But he can leapfrog it again with an even larger transfer. It's a leap of faith in a glitchy system, and it works. The next day, no panicked call from the bank, just a new, bigger negative balance, waiting for its own cover. So Dan pushes the envelope further. Night after night, transfer after transfer, withdrawal after withdrawal, he cooks the books in his favor.
See, but you was a goofy game, because, like, eventually the bank is going to realize what is going on, and then, yeah, man, like, I think banks do, like, what, every month, I think? They check, like, their records and shit, see what, like, be going on and shit. Or if the bank get, like, a notification or something that suspicious activity is happening at 1 through 3 in the morning, they're gonna do some investigations, gang. So, like, I think it's dumb that he keep going back every night. I feel like he should go back every other night or like every other 2 nights, like something, gang. But every night, gang, you stupid, gang.
16,000, the phantom funds balloon. On day 12, the ATM freezes mid-transaction. For 30 seconds, Dan's card stays trapped inside. He can't breathe. Then, click, it slides out.
Alright, and we're back.
Business as usual. Within a few weeks, Dan walks into a bank branch and nearly collapses when the teller casually mentions his savings balance. Over $1 million. On paper, he's a millionaire. Dan stares at that number. 7 figures flickering on.
Wait, hold on. I'm listening to the video. He's getting free money. Wow. So it's literally like he's taking the money, and then, like, what, it goes back into his bank technically, because he just transfers over to his savings. So what, technically he now has money.
A screen and feels a thrill unlike anything in his life. With a few keystrokes at the right hour, he has spawned a personal money tree. Cash growing out of pure nothing.
Wow.
The adrenaline is intoxicating. He feels like a caveman discovering fire. This secret, this exploit is his alone. No one is stopping him. Not the bank's fraud alerts, they haven't so much as called. Not the cops, they have no clue. Dan steps out of the bank into the sunshine, pulse thundering. He could pay off his debts, sure. But why stop there?
He finna probably be like, if you found a glitch that printed you money, what would you do? Nigga, pay off my debts if I had any, so I could keep the money if I'm gonna keep stealing more money again. Like, gang, this nigga goofy as hell, bro. You might as well pay off your debts with the stolen money, because they're gonna make you pay back the stolen money. But now he's gonna have to pay back the stolen money and pay back the debts, which is more money. Just pay off the debts with the stolen money.
If you found a glitch that let you print money, what would you do?
I told you he was gonna ask that dumb question, gang.
Pay your bills and go back to normal?
Yes.
Or chase the wild possibilities it opens?
No.
Dan already knows his answer.
He's broke, no
and you will
wonder.
be surprised with it.
Hands on, nigga. I ain't playing with you, boy. Like this motherfucking video if I hit your ass up with this motherfucking jerk, nigga. I ain't playing with you, nigga. You heard, boy. Like this motherfucking video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to see when I post a new video, nigga. Have a good day. Say bless. I won't be surprised. Like,
So
again, I'm already knowing, again, this nigga gonna choose to blow it all, live that life, again, that's how he chooses the game, but you could tell, again, because, like, broke niggas like that, yeah, they get some money in their pocket, they're gonna blow it all, again, because they ain't never had much money. So, you feel me? You have to have money to, like, know how to be smart with it. Like, you have to have a lot of it to be smart with it. If you're not used to getting money, you're not gonna be smart with your money. You gotta be used to getting money to be smart with your money, again. Why you think trap niggas never broke, man? Niggas be smart with their money. I only see trap niggas spend their money on 2 things: weed to sell and weed to smoke, nigga.
Begins the wildest ride of Dan's life. Over the next 5 months, he burns through money like it's going out of style. Roughly $1.6 million in total.
Wow.
Each day brings a new jaw-dropping splurge. He charters a private jet to Bali for a weekend of luxury villas and beachside cocktails. The pilot asks how a bartender affords this. Dan's answer is practiced. Crypto. The pilot nods. Everyone believes in crypto. But at 3 a.m. in a Bali villa, Dan's phone buzzes. Unknown number. Melbourne area code. His champagne glass slips through his fingers. He books entire floors of 5-star hotels, tossing $100 tips to staff like confetti. At a downtown nightclub, Dan plunks down his black card and treats everyone in VIP to top-shelf champagne, a $50,000 night to remember. He throws parties where the champagne flows freely, the bar tab alone enough to buy a new car. It's not all self-indulgence either. Dan discovers that giving money away can be its own high. When a friend mentions he's struggling to pay university tuition...
Okay, so he not being no weirdo with the pape, gang. Alright, okay, he not being, why did my video, he not being no weirdo with it though, like, he giving the money back.
Dan quietly wires the full amount to settle it. He pays off another buddy's student loans without blinking. At one point, he even covers the debt of a casual acquaintance, just because he can. If you have imagination and money, you can make people's wildest dreams come true, he muses, grinning at the stunned gratitude around him. For a while, he becomes a local legend, the bartender turned secret millionaire who'll pick up the tab and then some. People who never knew his name suddenly remember they went to primary school together. Strangers cozy up to him, sensing the aura of easy money. He notices men treating him with new deference, women who never gave him a second glance now hanging on his every word. Having money, or rather looking like you do, changes everything.
Yeah, it comes with its own problems, most definitely, gang. Like, having money, I say this in, like, every video I talk about, like, rich people and shit, man. But having money changes, like, a lot, gang. It changes you, it changes the people around you, it changes the environment that you in. It changes a lot, yeah, like, it is up to you to let it do it or not, so, yeah.
Dan revels in it. He's living a life that feels stolen from a movie montage. Private jets, penthouse suites, VIP treatment everywhere he goes. And all of it powered by a glitch that no one else knows about. Each night, he still performs his little midnight ritual, shuffling money between phantom accounts to keep the illusion alive. It's a small price to pay for the freedom to do.
I'll let you know. Alright, and we're back, chat. We're back. Yeah.
To do anything, be anyone, in the daylight. He lies to his family about where the cash came from, concocting stories that he's an investment banker, or in real estate, anything but the truth. Deep down, he knows he's living on borrowed time and borrowed money, but the thrill is too great to stop. Not yet.
I bet.
One night in a swanky Melbourne bar, his close friend Jake grabs Dan's wrist as he reaches for his card. "I know what you're doing." The music stops in Dan's head. The transfers, the midnight ATM runs. "I saw you last week." Dan's
See? I told you, gang, use a goofy game. Somebody gonna end up
mouth
seeing
goes
you.
dry.
You going the same
Jake
way every
leans
time.
closer. "You're going to prison, mate, and I can't watch it happen." He drops Dan's wrist and walks out. Dan orders another bottle, the most expensive one they have.
Somebody tell you finna go to prison for spending money and you're finna spend more money, you're dumb.
In these moments, Dan pushes aside the nagging pit in his stomach. He's addicted to the rush of being the high roller, the hero, the man of the hour. Yet,
And we're back, chat.
late at night, when the parties die down and he's alone with his thoughts, Dan sometimes feels a shadow creeping in. A silent dread in the back of his mind, like the distant rumble of a coming storm. As spring 2011 wears on, that shadow grows. He knows logically that this can't go on forever. Every joyride eventually runs out of road. But how will it happen? And when? By late spring 2011, Dan's nerves are shot. The man who once reveled in free money now jumps at every shadow. Night after night, he bolts awake from the same nightmare. Red and blue lights flashing through his window, authorities finally come to drag him away. He's developed a constant tremor in his hands. Anxiety attacks hit at random, his heart racing as if trying to escape his chest. Dan develops a ritual. Every morning he Googles his name plus arrest and fraud. Nothing yet, but yet is doing heavy lifting. When the phone rings, he snatches it up immediately, half hoping it's someone who will end this charade. In quieter moments, he asks himself what he's become. After a lifetime of playing by the rules, he's broken everyone, and his conscience just won't stay quiet. Meanwhile, the bank still hasn't caught on. Their fraud department calls occasionally, but only to confirm his latest outrageous expenditures. "Did you spend $8,000 at a luxury hotel?" they inquire. "Yes, that was me," Dan sighs into the phone. "All right, no worries, just checking," the rep chirps. It's absurd, almost comical. Here he is living off stolen money, and the only thing the bank says is thanks for your business. But Dan can't laugh anymore. He's exhausted, paranoid, and deeply ashamed. In June 2011, he finally hits the brakes. One night, Dan skips the transfer routine and lets the system reveal the truth. Instantly, his account balance plummets into the negative millions. The entire fantasy laid bare. The next morning, he picks up
So he had to keep doing it or he was going to get caught. Wow. So because he wanted to be a good person, he got caught?
the phone and calls his bank manager, voice shaking. He tries to confess, to offer the remaining cash back. The manager cuts him off. "Sir, it's a police matter now. We can't discuss this." Dan's heart sinks. He hangs up and waits for sirens. 1 hour, then 2, then a whole anxious day. But no one comes. The silence that follows is deafening. The silence stretches for days, then weeks. Dan realizes something worse than arrest. They're not coming because they're building a case. Every transaction, every withdrawal.
God, gang. Oh God, gang. That's what I'm trying to tell you, gang. They not coming yet. They trying to see how many times you did it, gang. How much money that nigga getting hit with grand theft, gang, merch.
Every party documented. The real question isn't if they'll arrest
What's
him.
that, grand larceny?
It's how many years he'll get. 2 years pass and still no knock at the door.
2 years? It's 2013, though. Damn, it did not take that long.
Dan lives in limbo as the bank's $1.6 million phantom loss quietly lurks in their ledgers, and guilt eats him alive. Finally, unable to take the uncertainty, he forces a resolution. In 2013, Dan contacts a major newspaper and spills everything. His wild story spreads fast. The bartender who exploited a midnight ATM glitch to live like a king. He even appears on
This nigga goofy, gang. Alright, gang. Now, this is where you're dumb. My nigga, after 2 years, if no... Bro, gang. It's over with. 2 years, gang? They haven't came and got you for 2... It's over with, gang. It's over with, bro. You don't have a warrant out, gang. They haven't came and got you. Why are you doing all... See, now this nigga's just moving stupid, gang. See? He was a dumbass.
national TV to explain how he did it, effectively daring the authorities to respond. This time, they do. Police charge Dan, and at long last he finds himself in a courtroom, facing the legal consequences of his 5-month spree. The case proves so unusual that even the judge and prosecutor struggle to grasp the scheme's finer points. The prosecutor struggles to explain the crime to the jury. He stole money that didn't exist. Even the judge asks for clarification twice. Dan almost laughs. They understand it about as well as the bank did. Dan pleads guilty, remorseful and relieved to finally atone. The sentence, 1 year in prison, followed by 18.
I mean, I figured that because he technically... Okay. I really thought they were going to hit his head with like something bigger. But now that, like he said it again, he's stealing money that doesn't exist. So this not really much you like. He's taking money that was technically not his or nobody's, or the money was never there. Cause if you look, he was taking money out of his savings account, but there was never no money in his savings account. It was technically the ATM fault that he was able to do the glitch. You feel me? Because ATMs are supposed to detect if you don't have enough money to be doing all of this. Technically, it's not his fault, but he technically did take the money, spend the money, and then waited 5 months, 5 months and 2 years to like really. No, he technically waited 5 months to come clean about it, and then he waited another 2 years because it was still eating his conscience up, which, like I said, is goofy as hell, my nigga. Now you got to do a whole year in prison. But I feel like doing a year in prison is better than whatever would happen if he never would have turned himself. Because if he would have never turned himself in and that era came to him, they probably would have gave him longer time. But I feel like they gave him less time, and I know he pleaded guilty. I know in the courtroom he pleaded guilty. He wasn't finna plead not guilty. This nigga, he snitched on himself. Of course he pleaded guilty. So I feel like that's another reason why he got shorter time. You know, if you plead guilty, you get shorter time.
18 months of community corrections. He serves his time and when it's over, slips back into ordinary life. The first day back at the bar, a regular recognizes him from the news. "You're that ATM guy." Dan nods, bracing for judgment. The man slides him a 20. "Best tip you'll ever get, from money I actually earned." They both laugh. It feels like absolution. No more luxury suites or easy riches.
That nigga played in his head. He said the best money you earn.
Just an apron, a bar, and $20 an hour. Dan is back where he started, but not the same man. The fever dream of free money taught him a hard truth about himself. He nearly lost sight of who he was. Now, having paid the price, he's determined to never let temptation consume him again.
I mean,
He believed he was
that was smooth. Calm little video. You feel me? Whoa. Calm little video though. You feel me? But yeah, chat. I hope y'all have a good day and stay blessed. Remember, like, subscribe, follow the Twitch. Goddamn, same as the YouTube. Yeah.